Promotion Code Bros help you with that today. So good morning, everybody. We're live. It's Saturday morning. I'm in beautiful Victoria, BC on Canada's West Coast. I am here every Saturday morning with my friend John. We're Emotion Code practitioners, and welcome to the Emotion Code Bros show. And good morning to you, John.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. My name is John Inverarity, certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. And here we are, episode number 98. Getting pretty.
Number 98.
Yeah, close to the triple digits here.
Weeks, that's a lot. That's a lot.
It is.
And we finally have an idea for our 100 episodes. So we're not going to tell you what it is, but we flushed some more out today, and I think it's going to be fun. So join us for our 100th episode, and come in for the kind of a little fun event that we're going to put on. Hey, if you're in Victoria, BC, or near Victoria, BC on May 30th, Helena and I have our monthly meetup group, and we are going to be correcting and making better people's chronic pain, arthritic pain, fibromyalgia. We're going to be taking people in the room live, bring them to the front of the room, and reduce those ailments that they're having. My personal goal is to eliminate them, but you know what? Throw me a bone for 4 or 5 minutes in the front of the room. We'll make a big, big reduction in it. So if you're in Victoria, check out my my webpage, HangoutWithMichael.com, and at the top you'll see Meetup. Click that on. It'll tell you all the upcoming meetup groups.
Nice.
Okay, John. So I think that is it. We are going to, what else do I have going on? Now, as some of you know, I run a business monthly mentoring group for practitioners, emotion code, body code practitioners. I've got 24 people in the group, and all of them are really advancing their business quickly. And they've got lots of materials from me, lots of mentoring. I do a free training, and people are taking the information in the free training and applying it within days. And some of them are doubling their salary. Some of them have reduced their coaching time, and most people have reduced their speed. So the next training is on June 8th, and you can watch it live if you're part of the mentoring group, or you can join later. But it is, I'm going to say it, and there's no typo, and I'm not slurring my words. I'm going to teach you how to do the 5-minute heart wall. No, that's 5 fingers, not 50. The 5-minute heart wall. Now, I've been doing emotion code for a long time, and I've found some ways to collect and identify the emotions a little bit faster. And I'm going to teach you how to check to see if it's okay that you do that, and then teach you how to do that. I'm also going to teach you how to help people really quickly with their level of anxiety and their insecurity to move forward, all in the upcoming program. Go to HangoutWithMichael.com/business growth and be sure to join so you can be part of that class and learn how to do a heart wall in 5 minutes. I'll show you fingers again. It's 5 minutes. Okay, John, why don't we take, first tell people what we're looking for today, and then let's go welcome our friends. And while they're doing that, maybe they can wave and say, hey, that is so me. So, John, tell us about today's subject. Where are we going to go with it today?
Yeah, today we're looking for volunteers today, and the subject is how to conquer self-sabotage and succeed. So move forward. And there's a lot of different areas of life that you can have self-sabotage. So if you're watching and this is you give us some context of, how it shows up for you. So we've done negative self-talk before. So maybe something different today, like a lot of worry. If that's you, volunteer, or if maybe you're just not standing up for yourself, or, you're isolating yourself or avoiding opportunities to make money. Another one is common is getting sick. And so your body just shuts down and you actually physically get sick. And we can help with that as well. Yeah. There's a lot of other things, but we'll start with that. So volunteer, you have to be watching live, and in the comments, let us know and give us permission. And that's about it.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. My hunch is that'll ring true for the person, right? I don't think that I'm a sabotager, so I don't have any ideas about it, but people that know they're sabotaged, are you sabotaging your weight loss goal, your relationship goals, your quit drinking goals? Are you sabotaging how much money, we're not going to tell you what it is. Hashtag, you know what it is. So let us know in the chat if you want John to do a session on you today, because we want to explain how the emotion code is really going to help this problem, and how these right here, these unprocessed trapped emotions from a previous event, are the cause of your sabotage. And John is going to find out what they are and delete them. And then ideally, we'll get an update from you next week with your head held high and telling us all the opportunities that you gobbled up since you got rid of that little self-saboteur. John, let's start the morning off today and say hello to our friends.
Yeah, I have to say hello to Jennifer Towner, says good morning. And of course, Natasha Paula Samuel is with us today, says hello, Emotion Code Bros. Looking forward to another great show as usual.
Thank you, Natasha and Jennifer. Good morning. Our friend Kelly Carson has the day off today, so she's sitting back probably with the big, well, I was going to say her big, what did she used to drink? Chai lattes? Was it chai lattes, I think?
Something else. It was
anyway,
like Crystal Light.
She used to go to $7 to get her coffee. Starbucks.
Yeah.
So she's not drinking that this morning. Kelly Carson, nice that you're with us. And Joan Lawrence from the UK. So Kelly, Jennifer, Joan, and Natasha so far. Who else?
From Vegas, Lori Mayo's here.
Hey, Lori, good morning.
And Barb Bowman has an idea. This is what self-sabotage means to her. It's our subconscious beliefs and emotions sabotage our conscious intentions and desires. Yeah.
That's right. They beat them up.
Yeah, definitely.
Our friend Permelia Pram from Vancouver Island, from rainy Parksville. I know it's raining here too in Victoria, but that's okay.
Hey, Permelia.
Who else, John?
See a few people watching here. Norma Zambesco's watching. Sylvia Bellini's here. Sheldon Foster's here. Let's see. We have a weather update from Sylvia. Says sunny afternoon in London. Tea time here. Looking forward to another great show. Yeah.
Okay, Casper Blackwell, Vancouver area. Hello, fellas. Good. Norm is volunteering. We're going to be looking for volunteers. Ray Williams is giving us a good morning. And Kelly Carson is reminding me that I helped her get rid of her Starbucks matcha tea from $7.
Right. It was Starbucks. Yeah, okay. We have a few volunteers. Maybe I'll just write down some names here.
Yeah, John's going to, I'm not working on anybody today. John's going to do that. So I'm going to kind of narrate, welcome, keep the room flowing today. So thanks for everybody for joining us. Can you imagine doing anything 98 times? 98 times. I love that. Well, my other show, that was a Friday show, I did that for like almost 300 episodes for 300 Saturdays. That's a lot of Saturdays.
Fridays.
Yeah. What was going to be a one-off show that John and I said, hey, do you want to do something on this? I mean, this was, 98 weeks ago when it really wasn't common for anybody to do emotion code stuff on YouTube. I remember only seeing Dr. Brad stuff on YouTube, and that was a big stretch for me even to say, oh, are we going to do something and put it on YouTube? Of course, I had to do my own emotion code to get rid of my resistance to do that. Not to mention to get you on board for the very first episode. Well, I don't think we intended to be more than one episode. So probably at the time we never said it was episode number 1. We just said, hey, we're here to try. And all of a sudden I said, hey, do you want to do it next Saturday? And all of a sudden I said, why don't we commit to 4 Saturdays? That's not a big deal. And now we're up to like 98 Saturdays.
Yeah.
With all exception we've been traveling or something. So we're glad that you're here. We're glad that you're loyal and watching us. And today might be a perfect day for you to let us know about what has been the value for you to be a watcher. And I know some of you are scheduled. I can name names of people that are so loyal they schedule to be here. And it doesn't hurt the tea time in the UK, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a perfect tea time activity in the UK. Thanks for joining us. John, tell me what's happening, and we'll get started.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of volunteers today, because this is a big one. Very, very common, right?
Yeah.
So Lori's volunteered, sabotaging weight loss and workout goals. Norma's sabotaging finances. Making money. Kelly's sabotaging business success by changing focus on something unrelated. Super common as well. Changing focus, like Netflix,
Yes.
6 hours in a row.
I don't have Netflix.
No judgment. It happens.
No judgment. We're not judging, maybe just a little bit. No. I don't know. I never go to the movies. I'm not a movie rentor. Yeah, they still rent movies. And I don't buy movies online. I don't go to the movies.
It's been a while since I've watched a
Now
movie.
it's not boring.
Yeah.
And Jennifer's saying, I miss Friday mornings. You know what? I'm still awkward on Friday mornings. Like even yesterday, it was 9:20, and I jolted for a second at 9:20 in the morning.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, it's okay. Fridays are done. But
Have to be
I had a lot
somewhere.
of, yeah, I was like, where am I supposed to be on Fridays? Or someone wanted to book something on Fridays. Anyway, I get it, Jennifer. Oh, Kelly's saying, like taking a course, totally unrelated to my business. Yeah. And our friend Sheldon Foster is in the house as well. So we've got a lot of great people here today. Now, John, I thought what we could do to start off today is maybe share a couple of success stories. I'm going to share a success story first. Cue the new haircut, okay?
All right.
So I go to my barber, and I go to a barber, like men's barber shops are different than where women get their haircuts, so I'm going to set the scene. So, and my barber, there's like 10 barbers, and they just cut people's hair. They're just on rotation. Except I like to wait for a barber, which really confuses who's next. And I said, well, I'm next, but so I confuse the whole thing. But you know what? I'm a good tipper, so I get away with a lot of stuff. So anyway, I go to the barber, and it's packed. And then my favorite barber wasn't there, and I thought, I'll go to barber now. Second favorite barber doesn't know that he's number 2 on the line, right? So all of a sudden, I'm waiting, and my barber comes from the back room just to start his day. And then everybody else was queued up, and he said, who's next? And I said, I was next. Remember, I was next, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, here's what we don't talk about: weather, cars, and sports. Like, we don't cover those topics. Cue crying 3 minutes into getting my hair cut, and not me. So anyway, I found out from my barber, him and his girlfriend ended a long-term relationship, and he was feeling lots of sadness about that, and you could tell in his voice and stuff. So I said, so I can, I talked about the emotion code, and he's known me, but I never did a session on him. So make a long story short, well, it's too late to make it short because it's already too long. So I get home, and then and what we're going to explain how I did today, I wasn't even at the barber shop. I was home. He said, you can go ahead and you can ask my subconscious mind, and he was, this is my words, not his, because he didn't know what I was doing. I came home, I used the emotion code, I checked in with him, I connected with him. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I scanned this list behind me to find out which one of these emotions was causing all of his grief and sadness, and his, and he called it his, kept thinking about her, and couldn't get her off of his mind. Anyway, I did the whole emotion code process. I tested it. It said it was gone. And I thought, well, I knew he wasn't going to pick up his phone because, he's working as a barber all day. 10 minutes after 5, I got a text message, and I didn't know whose number it was, right? So I looked at it. Holy SH, you know what, bro? He said, I cannot believe how relaxed and calm I feel. And I've hardly thought about her all day, and he's going on and on and on. So, hashtag, you can be my barber. And there's limited things that we're going to talk about, but you can bet they're going to be intimate things. And intimacy, who can type this out? Jennifer Towner, type this out for me. Intimacy means into hyphen me hyphen SEE. So that's the kind of conversations I want to have. Hashtag, I even had my magnet, but the barbershop was way too busy to be swiping. I bring too much attention to myself with that big bat cape on, swiping.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'll do that when I get home, thanks. So, John, what we're talking about today is the emotion code, the work of the talented and lovely Dr. Bradley Nelson. I encourage everybody to get a book. You can actually learn the emotion code on your own. It'll take some time. There's a few key things. Muscle testing is important. and understanding the book and the flow chart. But that's why, John, we are practitioners, and we're certified by Dr. Bradley Nelson, and we have the ability to connect with people at a distance. That's why it's called distance healing. So, John, when someone says, well, what does that mean to connect with somebody? How is that done, and why are we able to do it?
Well, with intention, we can connect up to someone like a thin thread, and we can actually muscle test for them, and like we can communicate with their subconscious. So just with intention, it's possible.
That's right. So I could ask my own subconscious mind a bunch of questions. That's my conscious mind. That's Michael right now asking my deep brain, if I can call that my subconscious mind. But how do I talk to it? Doesn't have ears, doesn't know what I'm saying, but we're using our muscles in our body, and we're telling our body, I'm going to ask my subconscious mind questions, and I'm going to use my fingers, and I'm going to use this method. Lock my fingers up when the answer is a yes, and let it go when it's a no, because I can only ask yes or no questions, and I'm trying to find out which one of these buggers is the problem. So I'm scanning the chart. No, it's not that one. No, it's not that one. No, it's not that one. Yes, it's that one right there. So we're not guessing here. We're using muscles. So think yesterday, I'm sitting home. My barber gave me permission. It was about an hour and a half later. I connected with him. I was his proxy, right? He gave me permission. And I was using this chart to find out why he was experiencing these feelings. And then when I find them, John, then what happens? After first you identify the emotion, then what do you do with them?
You release it. You clear it out. And we take a magnet. Some people use their hands, and it goes over the governing meridian, and that our intention to clear it releases it through your entire energy system. Basically deletes it. Yeah.
And any kind of magnet's good, little household magnet or fridge magnet, just it's more powerful than the trapped emotion. It's stronger, and it dilates it. Dilates it? No, deletes it. Deletes it. Dilutes it or deletes it. Well, good. So, John, you are going to choose somebody this morning, and you're going to be their proxy. And as a practitioner, you're going to tap into them. You're going to ask your subconscious mind, what are the trapped emotions? These are unprocessed negative emotions from a past experience that are lodged. John, cue how big they are.
About the size of your fist. Could be larger, maybe the size of a cauliflower. A small cauliflower.
So if you could, a cauliflower, is that a new reference now?
Yeah.
I've never heard you use cauliflower.
I had cauliflower for dinner, so it's fresh.
Okay. Have you had cauliflower pizza crust before?
No, I had cauliflower pasta sauce.
Okay, I saw a pizza that said cauliflower pizza crust. So,
yeah.
Okay, because I don't eat wheat, so that could be good. Okay, let's do it, John. So, John, who are you going to work with today?
Norma, finances.
Norma, okay.
So, tell us what you know self-sabotaging finances. So, I'll just jump right into it and connect up with Norma now. So, with intention, she's given me permission in the comments. She says permission, self-sabotage with finances. So, what I'll do is just tune in, connect up, muscle testing with my fingers here, and get a good connection. And I can act as a proxy, so I'm getting a yes there. Muscle testing there. I do this thing. All right, so muscle testing out for Norma Zambesco, self-sabotage and finances. So for her, yeah, it's showing up for financially. So maybe avoiding opportunities to make money. And so we'll ask, is there something we can do to improve financial situation? Norma. Yeah, so get in alignment with increasing income. Yeah, so something causing the self-sabotage. Is there trapped emotion causing self-sabotage? Yeah. And what's the severity? Maybe 5 out of 10 at least? Yeah. Is it 10 out of 10? No. It's an 8 out of 10. So the severity of this self-sabotage, 8 out of 10. So fairly high, right? Well, very, very high. Okay, so there's a trapped emotion. We can identify and clear to overcome this self-sabotage with increasing financial income, financial situation. Yeah. Okay, is it in column A? Got a no. So we started with 60 and we eliminated entire column A, so now we're down to 30. We know it's in column B, so I'm going to ask, is it an odd row? No. Okay, so now we're down to 15. So we know it's in an even row. It's in 2. I got a yes there to 2. Is it in 4? I'm just double checking. I got no. 6. No. So it's in 2. So it is. Is it the first one? Failure. No. Is it the second one? No. Third one, hopeless. No. Fourth one, lack of control. No. Fifth one, low self-esteem. Okay, I got all no's for that one. So what that means is it's not a standard emotion. So there's different types of trapped emotions. And so now we're going to ask, is it inherited? Yeah, I got a yes there. So inherited means she was born with it. So this self-sabotage has been with her whole life. She got it from one of her parents. So I'm just going to go through the list again here. I'm doing this really slowly just to, show everyone how it works. In a session, it's a little bit quicker. So is it an inherited failure? Got a no there. And is it inherited helpless? Yes. Okay. Is it one of the other emotions? No. Okay, so we got inherited helplessness. Now, did you get this from your mom? Got a no there. So you got this from your father. Yeah. Was your father born with it? Yes. Did he get it from his father? No. Father's mom. Yeah. Was she born with it? No. So grandma. Father's mom, helplessness. Do we need to know more about this before clearing? No, so that's just final permission. And then we can clear that now. Magnet here. So clearing this helplessness, inherited helplessness from Norma, and all with this. So clear that now. So you can picture this emotion like just a dark chain, just holding, trapping Norma, her father, her grandma, wherever they are. If Norma has kids, they might have it as well, might be living this vibrational pattern, and it's just being cleared from everyone, just this dark chain just being cleared. So clear that helplessness now. All right. Is that cleared? Yeah, okay. Let's check in here. Severity of the self-sabotage to finances. Norma, is this severity, is it still an 8? I hope not. No. A 7? Is it a 7 out of a 10? No. 5, 4, 3, 2 out of 10. Okay, 2 out of 10, so I'll find another trapped emotion here. Okay, so column A. No. B odd. It's in B4. Okay. Is it also inherited? Yeah, it's also inherited. Depression, it's inherited frustration. Inherited frustration. This is a good one. So if you actually look up the definition of frustration, it's like blocked from moving forward. That's how it's defined. Okay. In the emotion code book. You can find in the glossary of emotions in the back there. So is this father's mom as well? Yeah. The same person. Yeah. Inherited frustration. Kate needs to know more? No. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah, I like you bringing attention to that. We look at a word and we think we know what it means, but when you really look at it, it's like creative insecurity. It's my favorite. It's like, what does that mean? Well, it means you have the insecurity to take the next step forward because you don't trust yourself. And it's like, oh, okay, I have that, but I didn't know that's what it was. So, so every word, Dr. Brad is kind of lending his definition, which makes it so much sense. Yeah.
Yeah, there's variations to the emotions as well, and I like to read them to people too sometimes because some people ask, like, what does that mean? Yeah. What does despair mean? What does forlorn mean, right? And
I had to look up forlorn the first time I got it for myself.
Yeah.
What's that? I'm picturing an old school Victorian woman with, the big dress on with her hand on her shoulder, her forehead. She's forlorn.
Yeah.
And she looks a little bit like Sylvia Bellini in the olden days from the UK. Very British.
Yeah. Okay.
Forlorn means extreme loneliness or sadness or missing something.
Okay.
Okay, carry on, John.
Yeah, I got a 0 for Norma. So 2 trapped emotions, 2 inherited trapped emotions. So very, very strong emotions she was born with. It was frustration and helplessness. So for Norma, little homework, use law of attraction, focus on what you want, be nice to yourself. and maybe set some goals, small goals, baby steps,
And
and
just pay attention to your little
yeah,
self-talk. Instead of, thinking, oh, I can't have that, you might notice thinking, hey, I'd like to have one of those. Like, just, that's what we tell our clients. Just notice your behavior, your physical behavior, things that you're attracting, things that you tell yourself that might be all quieted down. And we know that Norma's with us often, so we'll definitely hear
yeah,
from her and get an update.
yeah. Let me know how things are, Norma, if you're still with us here. Hopefully you are. Yeah, lots of comments here.
Okay, let's go back and read out what our friends are saying.
Lots of cauliflower comments.
Sig Brown's with us. Good morning, Sig Brown. Cauliflower pizza is good. Jennifer's going to send the cauliflower recipe.
Thanks.
No, just send the cauliflower pizza, please. Hashtag hold the recipe. Elise Rich likes cauliflower pizza too. Our friend Margaret Charlesville is joining us, and she said, she's from Ireland. She'd love a financial release too. So, John, for people that are watching, what we did today was kind of, for some people, say this is what the emotion code is. We don't expect people to understand it fully. We're still in awe at the amazement of it, but we want to give you the big picture. We also wanted to show you that we can work with people at a distance. When we work with our clients, normally we're doing it through a video like this, or sometimes by the telephone. So
Yeah.
we ask more questions. And, you've heard us say you bring a list. So, for example, Margaret, she would love to say she'd love to have one of these. Well, I'd build a list of 4 or 5 kind of little behaviors or things, and then hire one of us and put it on the list, because you saw how fast you could do something today. And John was actually being deliberately slow because he was demonstrating the process. So,
Right.
So John, when people want to hire us, what's the first step? Do they need to contact us? What do they do? Tell them.
Yeah, if you have self-sabotage is common for you and you want help from one of the bros, you can find us. We both have websites, so I'm at aliveandpure.com, written right down below me here, and Michael's at HangoutWithMichael.com. And we'll post our websites. Our websites should be at the top in the comments there. Click on that. We have online scheduling. So hit the button, says book a session, and the calendar will pop up, set your time zone, and it'll show you our availability in your time zone. Links up to a payment system, links up to PayPal, and easy as that. You can be having a session very quickly. Yep.
Okay, we've got a couple more episodes done before we're on episode number 100. We hope all of our regular loyal fans join us for that special edition, episode number 100. And Norma, we'd love to hear from you between now and next week of anything that you're noticing, what you're attracting, what you're thinking, what you're processing in your head about your abundantness. Let us know the change that you've made. John and I monitor, or we notice the chats here even after the live today. So feel free, go ahead asking us a question about how we can help you. John can be found at aliveandpure.com. You can check out his site. You can check out his emotion code pricing page. And I am at hangoutwithmichael.com or removetrappedemotions.com. Tell you all about it there. Okay, John, we did it. We helped somebody today from a distance through a chat on Facebook. Who'd ever believed that a year ago? Well, we did, but not 96 episodes ago because we weren't here. Oh, yeah, we were here 96 episodes. You know what I'm saying.
I know. We know what you mean, yeah.
Good.
That's close to 2 years, right? 100 episodes?
Well, 52, yeah, it is. 52, 104 would be 2 years.
Huh.
Okay, well, we'll have
Look
to
at that.
stuff.
Where does
John,
time flies, hey?
We'll see you later, everybody.
Okay, thanks, everyone. Thanks, Norma.